Okay, I guess that's one way to do it. Alright, now I just gotta rename that because that's absurd for a title. Now what am I gonna name it? You know what? This will be very creative. The Untitled title. There you go. Boom. Creative. Very creative. Artistic. Moi. Also moi. I feel like I'm still getting fucking hairs in my fucking face. Ugh. At least now there's no bullshit of like, hey, there's like bad health or this or that or whatever the fuck. At least that's not popping up. So whatever I've just done has now at least solved the issue. So hopefully I'm not gonna get like random reconnecting, trying to connect this and that bullshit. It's just like we're set, we're good, we're going, we're fine, we're good. Boom. Forwards. Not left, not right. Forwards. Forwards. The Yang principle. Yo, I forgot Drake. I forgot to grab a drink. God dang it. Shit. I am definitely. I'm definitely gonna need a drink. I shall return because I really need it. Flying away. Just take the fucking jug with me. We've got plenty more fucking take. Damn it, I could take a jug if I want to. Oh my goodness. Well, that bowl just got me lit. God damn. Holy shit, son. Well, I think that is sufficient for conscious for at least this current time. This bowl is still smoking. Can we kill the embers for later? Thank you. You know, I actually haven't really gotten too much of a chance to really like deep dive into kind of like my predictions for like what's going on so far for these primaries, because there's just been so many developments lately, even for today too, even to some extent. And it's just like, like, I'm pretty much who I am in favor of is pretty much kind of set and match. Like, it's pretty much just like Bernie, distant second for Yang, this another distant third from that for Tulsi, and that's about it. Well, actually, I would say that Tulsi and Yang are tied, actually. They're just really distant. They're, like, distant as fuck. They're, like, way out there. While, you know, I kind of have just myself set under Bernard. You know, but I mean, with my choices, there's obviously only one person who's likely to even make it out of those choices. So, hence why he's the first. And, it's pretty obvious now, I think, at this point, that, one, the establishment definitely fears him. And, two, that they're willing to smear him at every step of the way. And, three, that it's starting to kind of come down to the wire a little bit. It's definitely going to be between Biden and Bernie. It's going to be between those two. And this is where things start getting interesting. Because I'm kind of on two coins of this. Like, I still think the DNC is very well capable of rigging the entire election for Biden's favor. Or whoever potentially will be the the established nomination. It might not be Biden, but chances are it will be him. And also at the same time, the chances of Bernie winning nomination as well is also very likely. And I'm kind of on two sides of this. Like, I think if, like, I don't know, like with the context of what Bernie's doing, and with trying to do this like high ground type of shit, where it's just like, hey, I'm not gonna go be slinging mud against my primary opponents like Warren and this and that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that just, for me personally, that irritates me. Especially when they smear him back consistently. Same with mainstream media. Like, especially how consistently they smear the shit out of him. Especially with CNN, hence why they're trash and fake news. And so, it's... I think people, on a general sense, are waking up to that enough to where the support for Bernie is there for them. Because of just the treatment that he's been getting. And I think a lot of people generally do, on some level, like what he has to say and stuff. Because I have family who's conservative out in Texas and shit, and even they're like, yeah, Bernie seems like a nice guy. Like, they at least perceive him as somebody that, like, is genuine, from what I can tell. They don't like him necessarily politically, but they seem like, they say, at least as like a person, as a human being, he seems like a decent person. They just don't like what his views are, which I find absurd anyway, but that's beside the point. I mean, like, I think he really does have a legitimate shot at winning this nomination. Like, I do think, like, I'm not, like, 100% yet, but I am kind of keen on feeling like I could probably be like, hey, this is what the outcome might be. But I'm not really there yet, mainly because I'm still... It just feels early still, Like, we need to see what, like, the results of these states are. Now, when they start coming up, like, I'll start having more of a prediction, but right now it's just, a little early. So, I mean, and my big critiques of him, not slinging mud and shit, the problem with that is that the establishment is just going to continuously, over and over again, walk all over him. And will continuously undermine him every step of the way. And they will. And they have been. So, for him to try to go on this high ground shit, while maybe strategy-wise is probably the better idea, I guess, optic-wise, I just don't think it is. Like, we need to, like, at this point, the smearing needs to be done right back at him. The establishment, these other candidates, they need to be smeared just as much as Bernie has at this rate. Like, and Bernie needs to be doing it. I mean, it's ridiculous that, like, I find it personally, ridiculous that he's just willing to to be undermined by the establishment like he does. And because he's definitely just that issue-focused guy and doesn't give a shit about this personal things like this, but he needs to realize that it's about the optics, Like, not everyone's going to think about, what you're thinking about. They're going to be thinking about, like, maybe he is a sexist, but it told Warren no woman could be president or something, Like, it's... When mainstream media can just fly that by, without any serious repercussions on the general average Joe national stage, you might as well start slinging mud at him back. Because people who are already going to agree with him are TFGs anyway, so it's just like, fuck them anyway. Like, they're not really worth the time. But, I don't know. I think he has an actual chance, and I'm hoping that with this continuous momentum that we're seeing nowadays, actually being somewhat of a competitor even against people like Biden and shit, I feel like that there is definitely a chance here. And we really cannot miss that opportunity. We should not be. We shouldn't just let it slide. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like, even if there is genuine disagreements, or even strategy-wise, if it's not policy-wise, like, fucking, it's like, I have disagreement strategy-wise on what he's doing, but I'm still going to be going all in on him. Like, we really can't, like, for me at least, it feels like we just really can't afford not to. You know, like, if we really want to actually see something get done that's different for the country, that could actually be a benefit, then maybe taking this one shot we have right now is just probably the best bet. I don't know. Methinks. But that's just be me. I mean, also, it really shouldn't be that hard to, like, think about, especially, like, to win over people anyway, to vote for you and shit, especially because of how most Dems just want to get rid of Trump anyway. So it's just like, alright, well, like, if you could placate to that to a certain extent, you know, and pretty much, like, maybe show how these same establishment shitheel corporatists are just as corrupt as he is, especially figures like Biden. Like, you gotta throw it against them, you know. You gotta do these smear campaigns right against them and shit. My nose is itchy as fuck. What the hell? Itchy nose, an itchy, itchy, itchy nose. Grinding weed, grinding weed. Come on. Jesus. Dang, that was what was causing the issues. Oh, there's even more over here. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Well, I guess it hopefully solves that problem, yeah? Yeah, for the most part. Okay. Jeez. Okay, whatever. This grinder is old as shit. I probably... honestly, I should just get a new one. It's probably just the best idea. I was trying to figure out another word besides probably, because I realized I was saying out a lot there for a second. It's like, alright, let's find another word. I fucked up with that one. Let's find another. I mean, this one still works out. It's just... I don't know. It's starting to get a little extra stickier than usual. So it's probably like... Probably something I should probably replace in due time, or either just do severe cleaning with if I figure out what's best to clean these damn things with. I wonder what would be best to clean these things with, because you got like the grinder little grid to worry about if you use anything that's like liquid-wise. And then all the teeth and shit. I don't know. I'm sure it's not a big deal to wash it through or whatever the fuck, but... I imagine there'd still be like liquid hanging out and doing its thing on this little grid even after a long time of just sitting, just chilling. So, I don't know. Ugh. Damn, son. Man, I'm still having those cravings for those taquitos like from earlier. I'm definitely gonna smack down on some of those bad boys for sure. Because I've just been still craving those bad boys. I don't know why. And what's absurd about a taquito, it's just basically beef and fucking tortilla, and that's it. It's just beef wrapped in a damn tortilla. I've got something I can make. You know what? I honestly should. Fry up like little pan fry, like some taquitos or something. Oh my god. Okay. I just thought of a really good idea. Alright. I got something stirring in my mind for food-based type of content, maybe. Maybe. But we'll see. We'll see. Shebang bang. Shebang bang, bang boom. Get this bowl to the loaded roof. Jug up more of some of this tea. Boom. We should start definitely experimenting with Twitch here in the future. I know I've been saying that, but I mean, like, just even with phone streams, just to say fuck it, just to get an idea, see what happens with that type of shit. I'm kind of curious to even do it now, but I would just be like, well, damn, it is midnight, so well after midnight, honestly. So it's just like I don't even think that would work. It'll have to be something in a more earlier afternoon aspect. So whatever, that's fine. Cool. You know, also I'm just kind of thinking a little bit. I think that's been actually pretty good and positive about politics is that people are going to start to realize how much of a snake Warren is. I mean, I think it's just pretty obvious at this point that, you know, people are just kind of done with her besides just a little loyal crowd of just dupes. But it's just, I just kind of find it funny how she rose, she had her peak, and then she just fell. And I love how she just kind of did that on herself, too. It's just great. It's like, oh, I love it. It's like, congratulations. You suck. You know, it's just like, congratulations, you suck. It's like, damn, son. It's like, good job. Good job sucking. I'll step aside while somebody genuine actually can take charge. Now, Biden needs to actually do that too. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you get these motherfuckers out. It's like, be done with these people. They're ridiculous. I mean, I still think there's too many people. It should just be narrowed down to 2 at this point. Well, I guess 3 if you include Warren, but it really, at this point, genuinely is down to 2 people left. And didn't the New York Times trying to like do Elizabeth Warren and Amy Klobuchar as a dual endorsement, which doesn't even make sense? It's just like, basically, women. That's basically what we are endorsing for president. But we're also going to exclude Tulsi Gabbard. Oh my god, we're the New York Times. Like, ugh. Like, I mean, I saw a video of Bernie even, like, talking to some random dudes and people at the New York Times and shit. And they all just looked at him like he was some fucking alien from, like, another dimension or something. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, wow. It's like, wow. It really shows how out of touch they are. It really shows how out of touch those people are. I mean, oh my god, if they look at him like he's an alien, oh my god. Ridiculous. Like, I know people on the right who are, like, a lot more chill about it than they were. It's like, damn. Fail. It's like, y'all suck. I mean, to be fair, New York Times has sucked for quite a while. For quite some time. An old man is in the background. The seeds from the background. In his natural wild habitat. Ugh. Good old tea. Gotta love it. Gotta love that tremendous old tea. It's good shit. It's good shit, mate. I wasn't doing an Australian accent, but now I'm just reminded about Australia for some reason. Ugh, I feel for them. They got, like, fucking fire nados, pyrocumulonimbus nimbus clouds and shit that are, like, shooting dust clouds and shit, like, 15 miles in the fucking stratosphere and shit. It's just like, whoa. It's like Australia's just, like, fucked. It's just a continent on fire. It's just like, holy shit. Fire nados, firestorms. Like, there's actually straight up videos of, like, fire trucks and shit and Australian fires and stuff, where there's, like, a big wall of fire, like, 50 feet away or some shit, and within, like, seconds, it just, boom, just runs right up on them, and they're just running. Like, these dudes have no choice but to run, because they can't fight this shit. I mean, it's futile. And they couldn't even get in their truck and shit.
Russian stuff. Yeah, it's coming at you real fast, you might run through it.
I mean, this is like a 20-foot wall of, like, just hell. Like, basically literal hell.
You can't outrun it. Where are you gonna go?
Well, I mean, they were at least... these firefighters were at least outrunning it, because, I mean, it at least enough to where they weren't being caught in it, but their truck was. Like, it pretty much rolled right up to where their truck was and kind of stopped right around there while they were just still running. Because I wouldn't stick around to see if it'll keep going or not, you know, but it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, spray the hell around the truck, then at the last second jump in and hope for the best.
Like, I mean, I just wish there was, like, a way to basically take, like, a gigantic, like, 1 foot chunk of water or some shit, like the size square mileage of Australia, and just dump it right on top of it. It's like, here you go. I mean, I'll probably flood Australia for a good while, but hey, at least maybe the fires will be good, mostly subsided in large parts. I don't know. It's just like, damn. I mean, Australas, what? But koala, like, I mean, it's just like it's so insane. Like, even koalas, like, might not even make it to the point, like, to the point of extinction, even because like they won't be able to repopulate after all this type of shit blows over. Because they've just been so negatively impacted from this shit. It's just like, damn.
Might wipe out the epidemic. Every zoo has to have a koala.
Well, I mean, in the wild. I mean, because there are animals that are there are animals out there that there's more of them in zoos and in captivity than in the wild and shit. And so, I mean, koalas won't be like outright extinct, but I mean, in the wild they pretty much will because the recovery rate would not be able to sustain their population.
All dying anyhow.
Well, I mean, yeah, they're already having problems that is with mating and diet and shit as it is. So it's like, so it's just like
it's a disease that's wiping them out. Like I said, it might be an end to the epidemic.
I mean, for the koalas, but at that point, it's also the end for the koala. So it's just kind of a double whammy.
It cuts them down enough to where there's, I mean, all the slow sick ones aren't going to get away. All the healthy ones have a better chance of running.
I mean, there's really nowhere to run. Like, the whole, besides, like, some parts of Australia, pretty much the whole fucking continent's on fire. I mean, there's been, like, at least, like, 25-something million acres or something like that that's already been, like, just burnt away due to these insane fires. And that's been more than, like, the last 20 years when it came to, like, the last, like, 3 severe fires. I think the second one on the list that I saw was, like, 5-point-something million. That's, like, like, that was, like, in comparison to, like, this big bar of just, like, here's Australia, here's the rest from around the world. It's just like, oh, yeah, that's, it's like, it's like, oh, God.
Yeah, I remember when Yellowstone went out. Yeah, Yellowstone used to look different. There's so much dead wood on the ground. That's all gone now, and all the trees are young.
That Savi's on. Oh, shit. Because it was raining so much outside, I think the hat is actually, like, forming like this now. It's actually formed. Hey, cool. Cool. I mean, it's wool. I'm pretty sure over time I was able to form it to the way it was going to. That's the way I kind of wanted it to. Kind of like this style. Kind of like if it's more like just one down and the other one's out. Oh, well, now it's starting to kind of fold back up. Kind of like one side. One side up, the other side down. The Aussie look. Yeah, this side down because I have all that bullshit right there, so. I need to get like some feathers and like some leather strips and shit. And like put some on the side right here. Kinda like fuck around with it. Find a way to get it like attached there or something.
Probably not anymore around here.
Honestly, I just need like maybe one that's like a foot and then just make like 2 6-inch ones and just kind of fuck
Never
with.
had pheasant feathers.
Oh, like pheasant feather stuff. Yeah, because I've found random
the
feathers before that I thought were
Yeah,
cool looking and
the
collect them before and
brown,
shit.
black striped ones. They're
Oh,
nice and long.
oh yeah, that would be cool. Have like a really long one up in there. Like have a few small ones and then just one big one that just protrudes out.
I should have stuck a couple of those in my head.
It didn't get like some random like pin or some star or some shit. Just kind of stick in the center and just
Yeah, we used to
make
have
it
a
like
bunch
some
of-
random cavalry hat or some shit.
You know, you used to have, well, it was kind of like a family collection. They brought a couple out here, but I'm sure they were all gone by now.
Mm.
Oh, I did send my eagle feather.
Yeah. Ugh. Ugh. Pretty sure this is still cooking, isn't it?
They used to go pheasant hunting. But since I was a little kid, we got a huge collection of feathers going. Real good ones, too, because you leave most of them, but only keep the best ones.
Yeah.
Well, you keep the meat, of course.
Well,
I'm
yeah.
talking about
Also, now I'm thinking about it. I think I
have
should.
sold them. You know, to think about it, it might not have been very much, but it should have just kept all the feathers.
I'm kind of thinking what would actually be
Sold
kind of a
them
good
for, like,
idea.
one of these little arts and crafts places.
I'm sure I can probably go like hunting out in Texas or some shit. I'm thinking maybe I could probably like do that with like a trip with some like family folk out there or something. I was just thinking about that. That'd probably be good.
Go hunt, go to Montana.
Well, I could go with the family out there too, because there's still because we still got some out there anyway, even though Granddad isn't. So, yeah, that'd actually work out. Yeah, because I've always wanted to at least.
I'm sure I could always arrange it.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to at least, you know.
People.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to just try it out, just for the hell of it, you know, just to experience it.
Like I ever get my guns from.
His logic as to why he isn't giving them back is really weird too. It's just like, it's just weird. It's just like, why though? It's just.
Yeah, he's been freaked out ever since Kevin.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Going hunting and all that. Oh, he didn't hunt much before that because we're like grown and.
Yeah. Prefer not to have accents
still, went hunting, but it's usually, at that point it's with friends.
Yeah. Being more of
And he said, I want to know what happened to the family guns. He says he doesn't know about it. There's some real cool old guns. You can't shoot them anymore.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen those ones, but I know I've seen the ones that you can shoot.
Yeah, if you use modern ammunition in them, they'll blow up.
Yeah. You have to use, like, traditional black powder style.
Yeah. And plus the fact they don't make, like, 10-gauge shells anymore.
Yeah, that would be a little...
It was 10 or 8. But, I mean, that's
big.
Like looking down a cannon.
Yeah, like a hand cannon, basically.
Just like, oh, that'll spoil your day.
Definitely.
And then plus using black powder, you don't have to use shot. You can just, throw a couple forks in there.
Yeah, like, throw a bunch of, like, nails and random scrap metal and bullshit at the end, and just fill it up and just like, here you go.
Here, handful of nails.
It's like, hey, I know you want a debt. Well, will nails do? Bam, bitch! It's just like, here, have some nails.
But the barrels are all intricately
Carved out and shit.
Carved out. I mean, it's like an incredible work of art. Something you'd want on the wall.
It was more of like a memorial piece at that point, more than something you'd like very rarely ever go out shooting with. It was more like you just.
There's all kinds of crap that disappeared, and I'm wondering what the hell happened to it.
Well, obviously I wouldn't know much about, but I mean,
guns. Well, I didn't know we had a bunch of old.
Yeah, I only know that Because I've only
you know,
seen
family history stuff.
yeah, because I've only seen like at
No, it
least
wasn't Civil War. It was the Spanish-American War.
it's a little more recent.
The uniform.
Hmm.
You know, I was saying, Andrew would probably really like that. He's into uniforms and medals.
But yeah, he was saying he
like
would
that.
probably
Then he's
want
just
that in a
like,
museum.
I kind of want to put it in
Which honestly
museum.
makes more
Like,
sense.
yeah, think about it. That's probably a better idea.
Yeah.
That way everyone can enjoy it. It's not going to be sitting in a closet collecting moths.
Yeah, it's actually going to be better taken care of by professionals too, and then also presented. Yeah, then present for for the public in general too.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The dog pees on it. The cat scratches.
Or some random bullshit. Yeah. Luckily, I haven't had any of that with any memorabilia I got, but because I keep it, when I don't have it out and about, I keep it tucked away. And it's just like, no, hide it.
Yeah, he says he knows nothing about the medals. Well, he has a bunch of medals from the family.
Yeah.
But there were some German crosses. From World War II.
Damn. Yeah, that would. Yeah, like I would have wouldn't mind at least probably having at least one of them.
There's like a couple of two fake ones and one real one.
Oh, two fake ones and a real. Damn. I know he'd probably, if he found it, he'd probably give me a fake one.
Two of them were like souvenirs or something. They're still old.
Yeah, but they're like souvenirs from after the war or something.
Yeah.
Maybe like a surplus medal or something like that. Like it was made after.
But the real one looked different. Because it's
from the actual wartime. Yeah.
The fake ones weren't meant to be passed off as real, and I'm sure when they were made, they wouldn't be worth much less than the real ones.
I mean, it'd be really cool to have one of the real ones, because I mean, I have real medals stored up and stuff too, but even that one would be like really cool to have, because that one's even more valuable than the ones even I got. So I mean,
no one was giving it up, but I was trying to get some Saddam bills.
I think I have one, because I remember my mom gave me some stuff from another family member to give to me, because like years and years back, and it's like, and it's that amongst various different other things, and I have it. I think stored up before I have my medals and stuff. It's just in like one of my drawers.
I have it stored like money and stuff.
It's just only one. And I think there's coins in there too with stamps, and I think one or two medal ribbons. Not like the medals themselves, but like the ribbons for the medal. Like the ribbon bar, but not like the actual medal. But I don't know. Like I think that, and there's like a few other things.
Iraqi money before Saddam fell.
Yeah.
I was working at the gas station. This guy was showing off. Here, how about 10,000? Picture of Saddam on it. Oh, that's cool. Can I get one of those? No, I'm holding on.
I'm sure you could probably find them online. I mean, I'm sure they're not too hard to find. I found random obscure money on.
I think there's something.
I found like the most obscure money on.
It's illegal to have it.
It's legal to have it?
Yeah, because or sell it or. Because they abolished the old currency. So that's something you can't bring out, which I'm.
Well, you can't print it out, but what's already still stored and stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, the country fell. The money's worthless.
Well, yeah. I mean, at that point, it's just antique and memorabilia at that point, which it would be sold for.
Government army rule type of things.
That just don't make sense. I mean, because I've seen so many different random, even obscure currencies sold online.
It might have had something to do because they had to print new currency and they had to bring their own currency in and trade it in. So if a bunch of it disappeared, and of course all the soldiers, I was just like, oh, here, I'll give you $1 for $1 million Iraqi.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, it's just like, I don't see how they would be able to even really stop that, because...
Yeah, because their economy sucked.
I mean, honestly, like, if I'm remembering, I'm pretty sure I might have seen some available when I've, like, looked up random little different currencies that are for sale and stuff that you can buy for like antique and memorabilia. Very sure I saw some. Maybe at least coins for sure. So I don't know, because that just seems odd.
Yeah, there was a bunch, after the war that came through.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd imagine you could find some for sale. I mean, it's like someone who just owns some or a bunch of it and is selling some off because they have too much or need to make an extra buck or something. I mean, generally when I've bought random like memorabilia shit from people online and stuff, they're generally like, yeah, I need to make a few extra bucks. This is something that, it's either been for family or this and that, or I've collected and whatever reason, but they're just like, yeah, just generally at the end of the day, it always really comes down to, it's like, I just need a little extra money to scrap by with, real quick. And it's just like, it's never like super expensive at all, really. Some of them are actual surplus stores.
Yeah, that's, except I have all kinds of odd porn.
Yeah.
That's something I bring back.
Yeah, there's some that are actual surplus stores that are actual shops online and shit like that. They just also operate on places like eBay and stuff like that, too. So, which sounds pretty cool.
Next time I go to Iceland, I have to remember to exchange all my American dollars at the airport before I leave.
Oh, yeah, for real. Seriously,
they don't gouge you as much for the exchange rate. Because once you're there, they know they got you.
Well, yeah, because it's just with the inflation and stuff. Because once you're there, you're under their economy and stuff. So thus, the inflation would be different. While if you did it here, because it's in our...
Well, I'm not sure. I only changed in like $100.
It's like...
I can't remember. Well...
I did at least...
I think it would have been better to go to the airport. But if you're exchanging larger, because at the airport they didn't charge you a percentage or anything. It's just like...
Yeah.
Like up to... it's like 5 to like...
I think when we were there, it was like $10. Just like...
I forget what it was, but it's like $5, and then from that amount, you're
like $10 was like about like 1,000 something krona or something like that.
Yeah, Kronos is worth roughly a penny.
Well, I think like 100 of them is, and then, or no, 100 is $1. Yeah, so yeah.
100 Kronos is $1.
Yeah.
Roughly.
About, yeah. I think it's a little over $1, but just by a little.
Yeah,
because I know $10 in krona was about like 1,100 krona, I think, or something like that. It was kind of give or take.
Yeah, I just figured 100 kronos is $1 roughly. It's...
Yeah.
It wasn't exact.
It's just because it got higher standard of living and stuff like that, that they're just things that are just a little bit more expensive, but the people there at least can easily be accommodated for stuff like that.
Yeah, I have a bunch of coins somewhere.
Yeah, I still have all mine in a little baggie. I actually have it stored of like a few $50 coins and $2 bills and shit that I have stored up somewhere. Because every now and then I like to find random obscure currencies and just collect it. I like collecting random obscure things. Interesting obscure things.
Coins with the copper in the center.
Oh yeah, I always thought those coins were really cool.
Yeah, so I think there's just Icelandic coins in here. What did I do with my real... Oh yeah, here's a set of Icelandic. I don't see the one with the different color center.
For the most part, I think they're all silver, besides like one or two of them. Hi, buddy.
Yeah, then I have this one, which is, I don't know where to go. There's not enough light, I can't read the... Yeah, this one's pretty cool. Got the different.
Oh, this one?
Yeah, that's a cool one. I
Which one
can't
is
read.
this?
I'm not sure exactly where it's from.
Is this a Canadian one?
No.
What in the fuck? Estados Unidos. Oh, so it's a Mexican $2 coin? Or $2 peso?
Or does it say peso on it? Or?
Well, it said, well, I looked on over here, and on the side of the seal, it says Estados Unidos Mexicanos.
Oh, that's Mexican.
So, yeah, yeah.
It says Mexicanos.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna have to take a random stab. It's 2004, so it's actually kind of a recent coin, though. But
Yeah, I must have found that somewhere.
yeah, because when did you take a trip to Mexico? Some in between my lifetime, like when it didn't take me.
It was before 2004, I'll tell you that.
So now you're time traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna double down with that one.
Yeah, I am. Like, every 60 seconds I travel 1 minute into the future. Time travel.
Wow. But Ooh, fat
Yeah, I
cloud
always thought that
to his face.
time is slowing down. You can't tell it because you're there, but it always seems like time went much slower when you're a kid.
Yeah, it really did. Now it feels sped
And
up.
the older you get, it seems like the longer time goes.
Yeah, like I mean, I've noticed that with various like with even like from other people too, where it's just like yeah, like even around my age, it's just like yeah, the last like 2 or 3 years
It's kind of like falling in a black hole or something, you know. As the universe
kinda is a
say
little.
it's expanding faster or stuff like that. It's just well, maybe your perception of time. You know, maybe time is slowing down, so it looks like it's
Like the
expanding
so
faster,
like
but it's only
our
expanding at the same speed. It's just time is slowing down.
yeah. Yeah, because maybe our perception of time hasn't necessarily altered. It's just time in the plane itself, and space time is altering.
When time completely stops and the universe is as far as it can go.
I don't know. I don't know. Shit, that one is definitely a very deep philosophical question that I could not even comprehend. And I'm a philosophical nerd. I like delving into that shit. Because I mean, like, what would, like, because, like, I feel like time wouldn't really necessarily stop. Or nothing would, like, freeze, and we're just like.
Maybe it just gets so slow, but you wouldn't know because it's affecting you, too.
Yeah, That'd be fucking weird. Like, so, like, our perception of, like, that would be...
So, like, 1,000,000 years from now, what used to take, like, an hour...
It's probably, like, a year or something.
An hour of time might only be, you know, like if we jump forward 1,000,000 years, you notice it right away, you know, suddenly it's just like everything seems to be moving slower. It's like, crap, my watch says it's only an hour passed, or 3 hours have passed, and yours says 1 hour has passed.
It's like,
Something's up here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it could. Whoa. I mean, it is interesting to be like, wonder if, like, our perception of time is just our individualistic perception of it, or if it's just us perceiving space-time as it is, and we just don't necessarily realize that it just will kind of, like, wave out and like slow or speed at various different points, and we just don't realize it and shit.
Oh yeah, you go towards a black hole. And
well, yeah. I mean, luckily, I don't think there's any around us, as far as I know. I haven't actually really delved into like space science news and shit, so I'm actually a little out of touch with things going on with that realm. So
I'm waiting for that supernova they were saying a couple of years back.
yeah, I like because I follow different.
I heard about that. They said, yeah, we're going to have a supernova.
I follow different science, especially
waiting,
space science channels, so I would have heard something about it too.
Yeah, they were saying, like in about 5 years. And I was like,
I'm
pretty sure that was at least 5 years ago when I heard that.
I'll have to look it up
because
I'll have to look it up because I could have sworn I've heard about something about it too, unless I'm just having like some random Mandela effect bullshit where it's just like I'm misremembering something. But I don't know. I feel like I've definitely heard something about it.
That they measured gravity waves. The two like supermassive black holes fell crashed into each other.
Whoa.
Sent
a wave?
A gravity wave throughout the universe.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. Spooky, but awesome.
I mean, this is like
just light years. Just like, by the time that wave reaches us, it's not really going to have that severe of an impact. I mean, it will have...
Just like, whoa.
It'll be marginal, if anything, but it wouldn't really have that big of an impact. But that would still be like, whoa.
Yeah,
I wonder what happened.
We wouldn't notice, but...
I wonder what would happen...
The effect is so slight here, but...
I wonder what would happen to the one... I wonder what would happen to all, like, the shit, like, all the space, like, the planets and solar systems around it, like, that near its impact, even though it might be, like, a few hundred light years away. Like, I wonder how they get impacted from that.
It's colliding galaxies, so I'm sure that would have been quite the large...
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, two colliding galaxies, that's a whole nother story.
The stars in both those galaxies,
I mean, Andromeda and Milky Way will eventually do that at some point, so I mean, that just seems like a natural occurrence. That just happens, so...
But they measured it, it's like a little ripple in gravity.
It's like, hey, there's a little bit of an alteration from two black holes from over there. Damn. It's just like, oh shit.
I mean, like dropping a pebble in
the little water, and you just get a little whoop.
In the pond.
Yeah, then you just kind of see the waves just kind of slowly expand out, but to a point where they're not even really there anymore at a certain point, because they just dissipate. But yeah, shit like that, it's just like, whoa. Because like,
in time, I think time is just velocity and distance.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of our perception.
If you completely stop moving, time would stop. But as long as you're moving, maybe that's why it seems it's getting slower. It's not time itself that's slowing down, but it is, but as the Earth slows down and starts moving slower,
so
time
it
will
just
move slower.
Seems just so overall, just things seem
like
slower.
GPS, they have to compensate for the time distance.
Yeah, because they're such a farther distance from the Earth and orbiting that they have to accommodate for the distance and time. Yeah, the time it takes for it to travel, for the signals to travel and compute properly and shit.
So if you went to the top of a skyscraper, you'd be traveling at a different rate of time than you would on the ground.
Yeah, it'd be very, very, very marginal, and you wouldn't notice necessarily. But yeah, there would be.
Yeah, of course, you'd like the gravity.
Yeah.
I mean, the amount, so it's like .000.
Yeah, like I mean, even the gravity's mass is slightly lighter too. The higher you are, like you weigh just slightly less the higher you are.
But what is completely stopped though? That's what I always wondered. So if you could sit in space and be actually not moving.
I mean,
the Earth is moving around the sun's moving around the galaxy is like flying through space.
Yeah, while the universe expands and shit, so it's just like, I mean, everything is just in indefinite motion.
So if you could be like in a spot where you're not moving, the universe would be moving around you,
Pretty much like where the
But
center...
standing still.
Pretty much like, you look at the cosmic background radiation and find the center point of...
They map that out.
Yeah. And just go from there. And it's just like, just chill there and be like, alright, the universe is all around me. Boom. I'm at the center point. Like, I mean, that's the only way I can think of that we could probably test that, you know, because I think that's the only place that probably...
But you have no reference point because everything's moving.
Well, shit out of luck, I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I guess you can just get in a spaceship and start flying until you...
In the general area.
You can kind of figure it out, you know, depending on your direction and everything. Just like, okay, I go like the speed of light off in this direction.
You probably won't need to go
Not
fast.
quite there. Okay, turn a little bit. You know,
you might need to go.
Adjust our headings and eventually.
I mean, you might need to be faster than the speed of light, though. I feel like, because of just how far, especially like it would have to travel.
In space is nothing. So how do you measure how fast nothing is moving?
I don't have the brain to comprehend that. I mean, an astrophysicist might know, or might at least have a guess.
The universe expanded faster than the speed of light when it first started. I was Michio Kaku guy. It's just like, well, Einstein said nothing could move faster than the speed of light. And he's correct. The universe is basically a whole bunch of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, with a little bit of somethings all scattered throughout it.
Like that old trick question, you know, how much dirt is in a hole? 10.5 feet by 6 3/4 feet by 18 2/3 feet deep.
How much dirt?
Yeah.
That is a trick question, because my first guess would be none, because the dirt's all around it.
There's none. It's a hole.
Yeah, it's a hole.
There's no dirt in it.
The dirt's around.
If there were dirt in there wouldn't be a hole.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's one of those, like, as I was traveling to St. Ives and met a man with 7 wives.
I'm gonna have to, like, mess with...
You know that one, right?
Which one?
St. Ives.
St. Ives?
Yeah, as I was traveling to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives. Each of the wives had 7 kids.
Oh, God.
Each of the kids had 7 sacks. Each of the sacks had 7 cats. And each of the cat had 7 kitties. Kitties, cats, sacks, kids, and wives. How many people are traveling to St. Ives?
What? What the fuck? 7 wives of 7... Okay, oh my God. Holy shit.
Need a calculator?
I've never been good with math, so...
Actually, you don't need a calculator. It's easy.
Yeah, it really should be. I mean, I don't know.
What's the first line of the riddle?
God damn it. I'm not in the proper mindset for one. But, so it says...
Well, the answer is 1.
Oh.
As I was traveling to St. Ives, I met a man with 7 wives.
Oh, my...
You're the one going to St. Ives.
Oh,
the guy with
wow.
the wives and the kids and the cats.
See...
He was going the other direction.
That's the... Oh, wow, see, I overthunk that one way too much.
All these questions are just like all this harsh mathematical stuff.
And then the simple answer of just 1. After that, it's just like, here's all these complicated answers, here's just 1.
Oh, they had this stupid test that we have to take. I think it was in junior high. And it had all these like incredibly hard problems on it. You know, it'd take you like forever to finish.
Oh my lord. Oh, no thank you.
But the first instructions were, you know, read all these instructions, you know, and proceed solving all the problems. And then it had a whole bunch of impossible problems. The last thing said, don't solve the problems, you're done with the test. The first line said, read all the instructions and then do the test. Something to that effect. So if you're doing all the problems, you're wasting your time.
Oh.
And the teacher gave this out in class, and it's like, you sick bastard!
Just one, dude, that's actually pretty fucking awesome, honestly. It's just like, don't worry, it wasn't a real test. It's like, you motherfucker. It would be even worse. It would be even worse if, like, the students who did get it right get, like, extra credit points, and the ones in, like, 90% of the class who didn't don't. And it's just like,
I was wondering, how do these people solve this so quickly? Because lots of people are.
They probably were smart enough to read it and be like, oh, wait, this is bullshit. Be like, I don't know, sure, I have to do this. Okay.
But everyone kind of started. There's a couple of people, they obviously knew. So
yeah.
There were a couple of people that are done right away, and then some people got it shortly after that. Now they put their pencil down.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine I'd probably catch on.
Last line of now, once you've read all the problems, you're done with the test. You know, don't bother working them. You just had to read them. You know, something to that effect. Put your pencil down.
Damn. Wow. I can't.
It says, don't tell anyone else about the test.
Just call it good. In fact, just leave.
So the next class can enjoy it too. You know, because you change.
Yeah.
Classroom.
Make it so everyone can feel the same pain. This is pretty much just how the teacher feels.
Everyone has to feel your pain. Now I gotta sit down here. Oh,
All right.
Stuff to drink.
As I sip on my tea. Oh.
Get my phone. Call.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably have one more bowl, wrap it up myself. All good for that. Yada yada, etc., etc. Is there cat getting in trouble or mischief over there? Can't have none of that now. No, sir. Ugh. I like pop something in my back there for a second. Something just like pinched. It was like, excuse me, bitch. Gonna cause a little irritation. It's just like, alright, thank you. Thank you for being an irritant. It's always tremendous. Believe me, tremendous. Well, anyway, I'll get this bowl going here and wrap it up with a bit of ado. I think my next stream, I might take a little dabble into Twitch. I might just do that. Give it a little sample. See what happens. Let's see what happens. I think it'd be worth the little experiment. Delve into new treacherous waters. I'm hearing like EDM music. I'm hearing like the bass of EDM music for some reason. What the fuck is Dad watching on TV? Where it's just like boom, 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 or some shit. It's just like, what the fuck? It's like, all right. Didn't think you would be into that music, but all right then, sir. Fucking hiccups, man. What the fuck? There we go. Jeez. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Solve that issue. On all the weed wanted to go through the little holes. And it was just like, nah. Got stuck in the lid. I didn't want to have a disaster. Believe me. A disaster would be sad. Very, very sad. Believe me, we know sad. And it's not good. Shebang bang, shebang boom. Going down on electric boogaloo. Clock damn thing. And shebang boom bang bang. Top it off a little bit. Alrighty, well. A cold night. I'll take a break for the weekend though, because I got a bunch of other shit that may not be happening in the next couple days. So, yeah. Damn. It's good shit. Mixture of... I don't think I've been telling strains on these yet. But we're getting a new strain. Some alien ET and stuff. That's actually really good. And stuff. Smart choice of words. And then just some mimosa that I've been rocking with for quite some time. They're both hybrids because that's just kind of like what I like. Good weed. Good shit. Anyway, I'm getting the bug out of here, so peace out.